Let's go in with one LTM we would like to see them bring back. Maybe one that you enjoyed from the past, and also one that you have created on your own that you think would be very interesting and fun to the game. It could be an LTM, or even, I will even go as far as saying this, an arena-style game mode where it's a whole new playlist all by itself. Whatever you want it to be. Boys, let's get into it.
So, the one that I really want them to bring back is Armed and Dangerous with shotgun snipers.
That was so fun.
I fucking love that game mode so much.
Especially on Kings Canyon, because that was the last time I remember it being back, was on Kings Canyon. It felt, because Kings Canyon is a weird map, but I think it plays perfectly for Armed and Dangerous.
It's so good, though, yeah, for Armed and Dangerous. Like, when you don't have automatics, like R31's just melting you across the map, like, that is fucking awesome.
It really is a different... Kings Canyon has a different feel to it when you've got Armed and Dangerous going. Yes. I 100% agree with you. Brian?
I'd like to see a slightly different version of like a Flashpoint mixed with Mirage Voyage.
You loved Flashpoint.
I loved Flashpoint.
I hate that fucking thing. The
Flashpoint was great, dude. The passive regen was awesome.
I will say this about Flashpoint. What I loved about it was when you got a good game of Flashpoint, meaning like everything kind of fell into place for you.
Oh,
it was so good. Dude, I had some of the craziest battles in there because it was basically like a Halo game style where it's like as long as you don't let yourself get too low and you keep yourself at a certain level, you can keep coming back. So that was fun.
I want to see that with a like 4-team deathmatch in Skulltown with the Flashpoint.
Is this your LTM that you're making on your own?
That's the LTM. Oh, we're just talking about coming back?
Yeah. Well, if that's the one you want to make.
That's the one I want to make.
Okay, let's talk about that then.
Listen, dude, I want a Flashpoint in Skulltown. I want minimum 3 teams. I'd like to see 4. Mm-hmm. And I want it to be a round-based system, kind of like the train is. Like the train, yeah. Okay. Where there's an objective. You want to capture the objective or kill everybody on the other team. And I want like 3 to 4 teams on it. And with that passive regen, I think that would be a huge part to it, especially with the high and low ground. I think it'd be a fucking blast.
I think what Winter Express has made me realize is like games are not utilizing 3-team deathmatch.
No.
Like it is such a fun dynamic to have 3 different teams.
Yeah, it's amazing because everything's a third party. But in this version, I would like there to be guns. Like you start out P2020 Mozam every round. Mm-hmm. And you can find guns on the ground or on walls like you would in the BR. Mm-hmm. And then you kind of just pick up the base gun and have to go at it.
I would also like to point out, too, that Skulltown was an amazing arena map.
Oh,
one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I wish they did not take that away.
And if you're not going to bring if you're not going to bring Skulltown back in any capacity, you might as well do something with it because it's like a fan favorite area.
It's a fan favorite map.
How they can't use Skulltown because Kings Canyon's not in the game?
How the fuck can
they just make it again? And
how the fuck can they not do that when they have Winter Express come back and we don't have an issue with World's Edge?
And it's the old version of World's Edge too.
And we're actually playing World's Edge in fucking in comp right
They can load both. They just don't do it.
Somebody needs to explain that shit to me. We need to get on the phone with somebody because Skulltown needs to be in this game at some capacity. You've shown that you can put arenas in there. Not only can you put arenas in there, you've got Winter Express arenas, ranked, and casual all in the game, and ranked arenas all in the game right now. You're telling me you can't fucking...
They say no because the maps are different, but you can upload brand new maps with no issue, and you can bring back old maps while the current maps are still in rotation in play. Why can you not do that for Kings Canyon?
Either way, though, I do love that game mode because cool. Like I said, the 3-team or 4-team deathmatch aspect is so fun. It's just like so different from the typical.
It just adds in that third party consistently. It's not the head-to-head. You can play off the other team. It's great. The passive regen gets rid of the issue that Arenas has with the poke wars because you can always come back from it, which I enjoy that. And then the objective forces teams to get out of position and actually make plays rather than just sit back and try to get a knock.
Yeah. Brian, your game mode that you would like to see just come back that has already been in the game. LTM.
Just already in the game?
Yeah.
Bro, I loved Gold Rush.
Gold Rush was
Bring back the Gold Rush. Because Gold Rush back then had all the... It basically now would be Heirloom Rush.
Cool.
Any heirloom and gold weapons thrown together. Because the Kraber used to be in it, like all kinds of shit. You could pick up a Kraber off the ground and just fucking people up.
Yeah, for real.
Just imagine running around in Cap City with alternators and Well, what's the other gun in the box right now?
So we've got alternators, Krabers,
yeah,
G7s. Oh, G7s
Spitfire.
would be nuts. And Spitfire.
So, dude, imagine this. You're running around Cap City, and Cap City's slightly more open. So you have an alternator and a G7, and you are fucking up literally every team that comes by you. And all of a sudden, you just get Krabered by like 5 fucking teams.
Yeah, just one bullet. Like 5 bullets come at the same spot.
Yeah, and it's like you have no chance of making it out of that.
No.
You're just fucked.
That'd be fun.
And then you get in the long range Kraber Wars.
So this was the game mode that I thought would be super interesting. It could be an LTM, or it could be. I think this could be a mode if they really wanted to do it, and I think it's so different from the first-person shooter type game styles and like the different game modes that they play, even as far as Halo goes, because Halo goes pretty far. I think this one would be badass. I call it NASCAR, and it's basically just Tridents with a very Mario Kart style game mode, but you're driving Tridents with your full team. You've got 3 people in the car, and you're doing different things. Now, I haven't worked out all the kinks because I want all 3 people on the team to be able to do something in the Trident. But I want like power-ups that are like related to Apex that you can get. Maybe like you drive, like Mario Kart, you drive through and you get like the question mark and it gives you a thing. Maybe you get a frag, you toss it to try and get somebody off their line of like driving or something like that.
What if you hit a power-up and it gives you a Sheila and the other ones give you like, if you have a Gibby, you get a Gibby bubble and stuff like that to protect yourself. Or like,
so
you could actually do like crazy shit.
What I was thinking was, so one of the teammates is like, so you know how in Mario Kart you can like drop the things behind you? Mm-hmm. So one guy's like the drop the thing behind you guy, and the other guy's like the shooter in the front. So then you can like drop shit behind you like a grenade or something.
And the driver has to drive over the ammo boxes and shit to be able to get the people equipment and everything. That'd be great. I think that would be actually really cool. And it'd be so contingent on your driver.
Yeah, and you already have like, so then what comes into play is you got to use your boost correctly, and you got to use them at the right time. So that already adds in nuance. Then you got the power ups, which I think would add a nuance. The only thing I need to work out is how the other 2 teammates do things. The one idea I thought of, but it's not very good, is once you hit a certain checkpoint, like one of your teammates has to get off and fight somebody else who's already in the checkpoint. And I was thinking like the checkpoint is a POI on a map or maybe even Arena's map, and it's like a 1v1. Whoever wins gets to move on. The other squad comes in from behind, then you keep going. I thought that would be interesting, but it'd be very hard to like actually work out.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
It would be tough to work out, but I just want to find like an aspect where all the teammates can do something.
That'd
be very cool.
What if it's like that Olympic thing where like they're skiing and then they have to stop and shoot something and then they have to get back in?
How's this sound? You get to your checkpoint. The checkpoint is a closed off area, and you have to kill a full team in your checkpoint. If you get there first, you get red armor. If you get there second, purple, third, blue, and fourth, white.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that could be like a 4-team deathmatch.
That's what I mean. You get 4 teams in there, and then you roll up on a POI. If you're last in there, you came in last. You might be able to fourth party that real easy.
Yeah.
But you also might face someone with full fucking red armor.
That's true.
Even if you just stuck to just the vehicles and you didn't add any like checkpoint shit in or anything crazy like that, I just think it'd be so much fun. And it would be such a change of pace because you're so serious all the time when you're playing the BR, and then even if you're not playing ranked and you're just playing casual, it still goes to your stats. So if you're a stats guy, you want to keep going and get your stats up. Arenas is arenas, and we've already talked about how Winter Express blows arenas out of the water, and when it goes
Winter
away,
Express is so good,
dude. It's so much better.
Did they have it?
It's better
right
now.
now.
It's better right now.
I don't have a
better.
so my PlayStation got stolen, so I don't have.
Shit.
They cut my box open and stole it.
Fucked.
So not only did my shit come 10 weeks late, but they stole my PlayStation.
That's
so
fucking
I
whack.
haven't been able to play, but I didn't know if that is by far my favorite game mode.
Dude, it is so
Yeah.
good right now.
Just literally just come by and fucking play it.
I should. I
Literally
will.
just
I
come by
love
and
it.
play.
It's so fucking fun right now. But so I mean, we've already said that Winter Express blows Arena out of the water, and it's going to go away. So then we're going to be stuck with arenas again, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not Winter Express. Having something different, having something out of the blue that kind of has like some fun aspects to it, I really do think if they were to, and it's weird to think that a BR would do this, especially an FPS BR, if they were to do something like this, being one of the juggernauts, and have like a fun game mode like this, dude,
I think it would change the entire
it would
gaming
change,
scene.
dude. It would change the landscape.
So I love these ideas. I had an idea that might in reality end up sucking. But I've been able to play the new Halo at my friend's house, and they don't call it SWAT anymore, but they have SWAT mode.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, what if we had a game mode called Double Stuffed Magnums? But instead of Magnums, it was Wingmans, where you had 2 Wingmans, unlimited ammo, only headshots did damage, but it was always a one-shot kill. But every map was double. I mean, I wish they had the service, but every map was double kills, and you could only play solos. So everybody drops. It's a double stuffed map.
So 120.
120 people.
120
on
people.
Kings Canyon.
Everybody
Headshot
starts
only.
with 2 Wingmen.
Headshot only Wingmans. 120 people on Kings Canyon.
Yeah.
I'm fucking in.
Would that not be sick?
That would,
That would be
imagine
so sick.
that win would be the most exhilarating feeling in the world.
Dude, that would be insane.
That would be the most exhilarating thing you could get in Apex. Right?
You'd have to be like a wingman god, bro. That would be insane.
I know.
So, like, in the beginning, it would be so chaotic. Then towards the end, when there's like 30 people left,
Imagine the hard work to get to like the top 3 and then just no shot.
What if they just called this?
Dude, even if they just did like Skulltown on that,
Yeah.
that would bring the name Skulltown
You are
into
the
like
Apex
oh, that's so,
champions.
dude,
Or
that's
you
so
did
real. That's
Skulltown,
perfect.
Thunderdome.
yeah, you could just call it
Thunderdome.
Skulltown, and it's literally just one-shot headshot kills, and then maybe there's like 12 people on
Bro,
that little.
This makes
portion.
me want to go play One in the Chamber.
Dude, I
that's
know.
what it would be
yeah.
like, except it's more like
a
you
little
have
bit
to,
more
headshot
skill.
only.
yeah, because you got to hit that headshot. I love that.
I love that.
Wouldn't that be fun? I
That
think
would
that'd
be
so
fun as fuck.
So fun.
So this game mode that I came up with is I was listening to Nick Merckx today and I was watching him, and he was talking about back in the day. Me and my brother used to play a shitload of Gears of War, and he kind of like, you know how sometimes like people say something and it like brings back like a memory blip that you like forgot
You
about.
forgot, yeah.
He talked about there was a game mode where you could play 2v, 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 2v2. So there's 5 teams of 2. And so I was like, what if we had a 5 team of 2 and it was like capture the fucking hill? And you just fucking, it's 5 teams
that
and they
is-
try to cap the center point. And
Kyle,
it's like,
I want you to know that's literally what I want, but I want passive regen in the shield.
it would be fucking chaotic, but
It
it, would
needs to be passive regen.
It would be so much fun though, because it would be like you're like fighting 4 other teams, and you've got to get this objective, and like somebody's on it and shit.
It's either gonna be passive regen or fast heals like it is in.
Fast heals would actually be legit.
Fast heals would be nice. I would like the passive regen just so you could force a team off your fucking back.
Passive regen on health only, and then shields is.
So everybody has
passive.
Octane's passive.
I would
which
like
you
it the
get.
other way. Well, Octane and Watson would have a boost on them.
That's true.
You know, so
But
like
Watson's.
I'm the jump master. Follow my lead.
it's not on the train. The train's just fucking great.
Oh, shush,
You should get her. Heirloom.
Yeah, she get an heirloom
Fucking
since you think it's.
Why not?
Since you think
doesn't have
she's
a
so
fucking heirloom,
good.
That's why.
Since you think she's so good, you should get an heirloom.
She doesn't have
Sorry, I
That's
brought
it.
it up.
You get an heirloom.
to. Sorry, you brought it up too.
The one LTM I would like to bring back from the past, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know this. You guys got to guess? Yep, it's third person mode. Third person mode was one of the greatest modes that's ever graced this video game. It was so far ahead of its time that I couldn't even believe that it came out at the time that it did, when literally everything was falling apart. Like, the entire company was on the verge of explosion, and they're like, we're going to throw this random mode out there, and it was awesome. Third-person mode was one of my favorite things that I've ever done, ever. It reminded me of my old Uncharted 3 days,
Yes.
and Uncharted 3, besides Apex, is probably the greatest game I've ever played. Like, Uncharted 3 multiplayer
So good.
brought me gaming life. I didn't realize what online gaming could be. Before Uncharted 3, I was playing sports video games all day. That's the only thing I played. I didn't play
Oh my
anything
God.
else. I
You're
remember
not
when
a-
these guys bought Skyrim on Black Friday, I was like, what a bunch of nerds. Then I play Uncharted 3. I go online. I am hooked. I'm addicted. And then giving Apex, my current favorite game of all time, that same feel where you've got the gun. It had the same, like, Uncharted 3 is the same thing. No fall damage. You could climb, do whatever you wanted. You would be in your face. And the TTK was super high. It took a long time to kill people. Uncharted 3 was Apex before Apex. The only thing different was the third person mode. Bring that game back.
Dude.
I would love that mode so much.
Dude, the rolls and everything too were so good. Like I came over like every weekend for the next like 8 weeks, and I was like,
We had our first shot of Tullamore, dude.
yeah, bro. First shot,
We
Tullamore,
both
dude.
we both literally had to lay down for an hour because it hurt so
It
bad.
was, oh my god,
It was
fire.
terrible.
Shields
I
are
like that
depleted.
whiskey now.
Recharging.
Yeah. I make
yes.
my Irish coffees with it.
That was
It's actually
what,
good shit. Like now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, that's actually good shit.
but Uncharted 3 was where they actually had 3-team deathmatch as a mode. It was
The
2v2v2.
Best.
And
game
it was incredible. And if Apex was able to pull that off with like a Brian Flair, what he said, mix that in,
Yeah.
holy shit, with third person, that'd be incredible.
Even if we just got the train, because the train's technically like Winter Express is basically 3v3v3.
I would suck and
With a
fuck
moving-
for full
yeah.
Winter Express.
Honestly,
I
winter.
would suck and fuck.
Listen, who do I got to suck to get Winter Express year round?
I'm
Dude.
sucking and fucking for year-long Winter Express.
Fuck, I hope they do that. Dude, just change arenas. All you have to do to fix arenas.
You get a DM by a respawn
Girls
employee.
just
or
want to
like-
have fun, man. Holy cow.
Bro, just
Oh,
just
shit.
change arenas. Get rid of the fucking or add an extra team and put a fucking POI on it.
Troy, did you ever get to play any LTMs that stood out to you that you'd want to bring back?
Well, I mean, it's happening right now. The one that I had queued up was like, I like the train. I love the fucking train, dude. It's so fun.
There we go.
Winter
Okay.
Express. It's happening.
Winter Express.
They heard what I wanted.
Sucking and fucking.
Sucking,
Sucking
dude.
and fucking.
Hung and bung, dude. Sucking and fucking.
Any
round.
other LTMs that kind of stood out that maybe weren't number one, but it was very close to you guys?
This one's kind of an oddball one, but I always loved Dummy's Big Day. Even if it's
Yeah,
the
Dummy's-
stupidest fucking thing.
It was
of all
honestly the
fucking
biggest
time.
testing for every game.
I would be cool with Dummy's Big Day if every year that they did it, it was like different abilities that
Yeah.
were stupid that they were testing. It's like our dumb ideas. Whenever we bring our dumb ideas to like Grab My Bachelor or something, it's like, you would never do that in your life, but in Grab My Bachelor, we just throw them out there because it's funny,
Yeah.
right? Like last year, they did the same thing as the year before. It would be so much better to look forward to Dummy's Big Day if every year they changed it and had some other stupid idea. Because you could tell in the first one that it was they were messing around with
replaced
Lifeline, they were messing around with Mirage because they had to heal everybody in the area.
And then they had the stupid fucking one that was just like drop a bunch of random attachments and
Yeah.
shit out of the sky.
which would be like a Loba semi. That
was-
you see.
just
I thought it was to
something
replace Lifeline Gold.
Oh, it could be. It could do
Yeah.
that too. But that was before Loba came out, I think, and
I think
they did
so,
that.
yeah.
So, yeah, I did like Dummy's Big Day too. I also like the fact that you're just a colorful like body.
Yeah.
You're not even a legend. Like, I do wish too that you could choose the abilities you got. That was the
That
other
would be
thing.
awesome too. But the fucking ability where you just you fucking finger gun and then a random attachment drops out of the sky. I was like, bro, this is dope.
Oh, shit. And you never knew which ult you got because sometimes you would use one and then the next time you used it, it was something different. And you're like, what the fuck?
You're hoping for the one that reses your teammates, just throws a
And then
bunch of
just get
attachments at
attachments.
people.
Like, oh,
I
okay,
got all
guys, we're
Fuck.
fucked.
Fuck.
Shit.
All right, we're good?
Yeah. I think
All right,
we're-
boys. Well, that should just about do it for the discussion topic of the week. We're going to head into the main topic of the show, talk a
My
little
next
bit about the
location.
Season 12 Legend and what we think her abilities are going to be. We're going to take a quick ad, and we'll see you guys on the other side.